Now.
Hello. Hi. Hello. Pesky legs. Table legs.
Is that the world's smallest microphone? Wow.
If you would like to sing karaoke into it, that would be fantastic. In a really high voice? Yeah. So, I love the first season of Lucifer. I'm so glad it was picked up for season 2. I'm very excited about Mom coming into the picture. Can you tell us a little bit about the dynamic of your relationship and why Lucifer is terrified that you're coming back?
Well, there's a lot of unfinished business between Lucifer and his mum, and that's one of the main reasons why there's this kind of ominous feeling about what Mum's going to do. But also the fact, that Mum's not the biggest fan of human beings, we realise.
Yes, we figured that out early.
Yeah, we figured it out early, and so we find Lucifer and Amenadiel looking for Mum. The second season picks up a couple of days after the first season finishes. So we're straight in on the action, and we're on this search to find what we don't know is what she looks like. Which is a bit of a sort of mystery for them, because she could be anything.
Tricia, how did you approach the character? I mean, they said you're going to play Lucifer's mom, so that seems very vague.
Yes. Luckily, I did get a good conversation with Ildy, who probably already met here, and she filled me in on a lot of Mom, and I was immediately I think I was giggling in her office, just going, yes, let me at it. She's a lot more layered and a lot more rounded than what you're maybe necessarily expecting. But and with any relationship, you're going to have different elements, and the different children completely went off track.
No, you were answering the question. I said, how did you approach trying to play such a large kind of character?
I did have a little bit of belly flop on set the first day, going, "I'm this celestial being. How do you play that?" But in a human form and in a human body that she has a distaste for. So there's a lot of different elements, and that's been a real pleasure to play. There's heartfelt moments.
I think humanizing the characters to a certain extent that was always my approach at the start as well. Just take the weight off about you're playing the devil and all that, and just take it for what it is. And I think by doing that, we've been able to tell our story and uncomplicate it in many ways and make it relatable to people.
Yeah, but her job is mother of Satan.
I know, but take the weight off of that. It's just her job as mum.
Yeah, Mom
That's what I mean.
loves her sons, wants to be with them, wants what was taken from her, and I can't tell you what it is. But so yes, she's maybe coming with some animosity or revenge or miscommunicated feelings, but at the end of the day, she's a mom that loves her sons.
And who's your favorite?
Oh! Yeah, who is your favorite?
Wink, wink.
What's your dynamic between, with Lucifer versus Amenadiel?
There's definitely a different dynamic, and also from their perspective, Amenadiel may have always kind of followed his father's thinking, and maybe he was more of a daddy's boy type thing. So there's that whole dynamic going on. So Amenadiel has also been here trying the whole first season, trying to get Lucifer to go back to hell, to his job, essentially. So yes, exactly. So there is, in some ways, that relationship with Amenadiel may even be harder than with Lucifer. But you will find out.
Yeah, there are nuanced differences between all of them, but I think that's great because that's how families are. You've got to be sensitive. Like with my kids, there's one that I know got more sensitive about certain things, and one that likes to laugh about lots of things. And So you just, you're spinning plates constantly as a parent.
And you'll discover things about them because mom is in the situation now. There'll be pieces of, maybe some vulnerabilities that Lucifer wouldn't normally have with
And
somebody
we're
else.
not in our own environment. So that changes things as well. So,
Speaking of children, you and Trixie have a very Lucifer and Trixie have a very unique relationship.
yeah.
She is so darn cute.
Oh my God, she's ridiculous.
She's adorable. But
Yeah,
Lucifer
she's-
doesn't really. He
Lucifer's
doesn't
not-
want to like her.
Lucifer's completely perplexed by children. Because basically they represent purity, and he can't regress back that far and think that what it was like to be a child. I always thought of like they're a little bit like scary dogs to him. He doesn't want to get too close.
But she's already scammed $20 out of you.
I know. I mean, the thing is, I think, despite himself, he's got a bit of a soft spot for her, but he would never admit that.
Yeah.
Ever.
I was wondering, this is very creative elaboration of Bible history, which can be a bit controversial for some people. What are your thoughts on that? Like giving God an ex-wife and stuff like that.
I mean, we've always said that this show is based on the comic book and not the big book. We're taking characters that people know and we're telling our story. And that's, there are lots of different stories about, Santa Claus and different versions about. The notion of the devil is, it's a thing to do with Christianity and the Bible, but it's also it's a representative in lots of different cultures of evil and stuff. And I think that's the notion that we're running with on this. I think, if we were worrying about offending people, we wouldn't have made the show we've made. But I think that when people watch it, they're not that offended by it. And that's the nicest thing in this whole year of, since we started doing Lucifer, is when I get messages from Christians on Twitter and on social media saying, I'm Christian, I watch your show and I love it. And I think that because they've taken it in the spirit it should have been taken.
Well, you're delightful. Sorry, guys.
You can't not like.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Can I
you.
grab a quick photo of you together?
Can I sing into the microphone?
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys are moving on.